It's another day for another video. So I'm going to be starting a series of tutorials, advanced tutorials for PixelLab users and anybody that uses smartphone. So this is the first episode for that series, and today we are going to be learning how to create advanced glass morphism with your smartphone. Yeah, this is an advanced technique. It's not like the regular glass morphism that you know. This is kind of different, and trust me, it is premium. You know, anything that comes from me is actually premium. So without wasting much time, let's get straight right into this video. If you are finding my channel for the first time, do not forget to subscribe, hit the share and like button, because that's the way YouTube will help other creators like you that may need this video find the video. So yeah, let's get straight into it.
Yeah, so if you've been following me for a while, this is a flyer that I made earlier this year, and I used glass morphism. If you can see, I'm touching it. So here, I use this glass morphism, but I'm trying to use the advanced one here. So, like the first thing we are going to do is open the layer and hide that, like delete that part. I'm trying to create another one, and just for the sake of those that don't know how it was created, I'll just create another text box before I add the glass effect. Yeah, the glass morphism. And mind you, this is not like the regular one. This is the advanced glass morphism. Yeah, so I'm going to resize the shape. That's what you just do when you are trying to create yours. Reduce the opacity so you can see what you are doing. Then just place it however you want it to be. Then once you are done, you can add radius, because me, I wanted the edges to be curved. So I'm just gonna add radius now. Increase the opacity and add the radius however I want it to be. Then I hit the tick icon. After that, I'll reduce the opacity of the shape to check if it's well placed above the text. Yeah, and if it's not, then I can just place however I want. Remember to turn on the magnet tool, so you just move it on a straight line, depending on how you want to place yours though. So now that it is done, I'm going to add a second shape. This shape that I'm going to add this time is going to be a triangle. This type of triangle, equilateral triangle. So I'm just going to reduce the size and place it above the text, the other shape. I'm going to move it according to how I want. Then I'll turn off the magnet and move it with my hands. Yeah, so I can place it however I want it to be. Yeah. So when that is done, I'll just select both layers and merge them. Now, when I zoom out, you see I've successfully created a text box. But we cannot add a texture like this. We have to make it like the exact size of the canvas to be able to add a texture for the glass morphism. So to do this, I'm going to use the draw tool, add a color that is very visible, yeah, which is black. I'll then increase the size to the maximum and rub my fingers across any opposite angles on the flyer. When I'm done, I hit the tick icon and see this filling the whole screen. So I'm going to merge this thing that I just drew with the original shape. So I select both and merge. Now after doing this, I'm just going to use the mask tool to remove the parts that are not needed. So yeah, when you open the mask tool, you enable it, you're going to see it's in, you are going to make sure it's in and not out, and turn the bezier mode to move. Then you move it there, then you copy. See this copy icon, you tap on it and move to the other side to crop. So now it is done. So the next process is straight into creating the advanced morphism. So I'm going to hide this layer, and you see I've locked it. So yeah, I'm going heading straight for the next process. So I'm going to hide this layer and the text layer beneath it. Yeah, the one that is underneath it. So yeah, I'm going to save this as an image now. Then we'll head over to Photopea, where we'll be applying the advanced glass morphism. What I mean by this is like the one that looks like an actual glass, not just a blood something. Now I'm gonna open my photo P. Yeah, I will wait for a few seconds. I'm gonna flip my phone now, so you see clearly what I'm doing. Yeah, now it's flipped. So tap on open from computer and import the image that you saved from PixelLab. And once you are done, you wait for a few seconds. It will open. Once you are done, tap on filter at the top of the screen. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Once you are done, just tap on filter at the top of the screen. Yeah, that filter there. And tap on filter gallery. Wait for a few seconds and it should open. Yeah, just a couple seconds, depending on the RAM of your phone or your network. So I just it will open. Now it has opened. So now we don't need this setting. So we just tap on this back icon here, the double, yeah, that icon. So you scroll until you get to distort, to brush stroke. Yeah, this distort. Then you select glass. When you select glass, wait for a few seconds. See, it is the texture here is tiny lens, so you turn into frosted depending on the effect you're trying to apply. So then you can adjust the distortion, the smoothness, and even the scale according to what you want. So after adjusting the way I want it to be, this is how it came out. Yeah, you see, it's this kind of having a glass feel, a glossy feel. So I'm just gonna save it now. I'll save, go to file, go to export as, and export as PNG or JPEG, depending on what you prefer. But I prefer PNG, so I'm just gonna export as PNG. I'll wait for a few seconds, and yeah, this menu will show. I'm just gonna hit save. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit save. Yeah, well, I also want to make it darker just in case. So I will add a curve layer. So I'll add curve, create a clipping mask for it. Yeah, I'll hide the layer icon first, the layer panel. So I'm just gonna create a clipping mask like that, touching that icon that's directly down. Yeah, then I'll reduce the curve depending on how you want it to be. I just want it to be a bit dark, so there can be a contrast on the Gaussian blur. That's the glass morphism and the original background of the design. So now I'm just going to export this tool as a PNG. But I would love to change the name, which is not really necessary though. I think your system should originally change it for you, but I just want to change it on my own. So I'll just add something, and then once I am done, I'm just gonna hit save. Yeah, hit next. I'm just gonna hit next. Yeah, next. Yeah, and I'll hit save. Then it's still gonna download. All right. So now we'll go back to PixelLab, and we're going to add this texture to our glass morphism. Sorry, we're not going to import. That's a mistake. So I'll open my layer, unhide this layer, and then I'll add the image as our texture. Go to recent. Yeah, I'm going to add this as our texture. Yeah, it's having the glossy feel though, but I feel like it's kind of too dark. So I'm just going to replace it with the original one. Just okay, I'm gonna add an inner shadow first, a white inner shadow to make it look more realistic, like a glass. The blur radius should just be at 10. Yeah, white. Then I'm gonna replace the texture with the original one. So I'll hit there. Now just add the one that is not dark. Yeah. From afar, you might not notice the difference. When you zoom in, see it has this glossy feel, like it's a glass or something. It's not just people that use Photoshop that can create this. Even if you use smartphone, whether it's Canva or whatever, can also create this too. Now we'll just send this text to the top and unhide it. And that's basically everything. Just zoom out and this is your design. So if you have any questions on how the design was created or you want to see the full tutorial of the design, let me know in the comments. And if there are any suggestions that you want me to correct, you let me know. So you can just save this to your gallery. And the name of the app that was used is PixelLab YD. And you can get this for free from my seller store, and the link will be in the description. So until next time,
I hope you learned something from this video, and if you did, do not forget to share this video to other designers that may need it. If you have any questions or suggestions on topics that I should talk about in my next video, do not hesitate to drop them in the comments because I'll be going through. And until next time, you can always thank me later.